Hi everyone, so today I decided to do a different kind of video because I usually do hauls or I do like a what's in my purse, basic videos that beauty gurus would start off with when they first start off with YouTube. But I decided I wanted to start making advice videos, and I really like giving advice to my friends and stuff, so I thought it would be really nice to give you guys advice as well. So this is just basically a way to succeed throughout the 2013 year, or stick to your resolution, or get organized. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get started, and I know that the lighting is kind of weird because there's like that patch of light like right there, right there. Right here. There we go. I can find it. Anyways, but hopefully it won't be like too big of a deal. But I actually thought the lighting was pretty good today, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. So the first tip is make a to-do list for the whole entire year. And what I mean by that is basically have a to-do list, not for just the day of the things that you have to do, but it's basically for the whole entire year, like things that you are wanting to accomplish this year, such as you want to get better grades in school, or you want to get first place on the science fair project or whatever, and things that you are also looking forward to. So let's say if you have your grandparents that you haven't seen in like 5 years come over, and that's something that you're excited for, or if you have some big party with your friends and you're excited to go see that, just little things that you're really excited for in the year 2013. The next thing is have a jar or container to put little slips of paper, like this is basically what I'm using. It's just like this purple little box. I was originally holding bracelets in it, but I found a new little thing that I was going to hold my bracelets on. So I just have this box. It's from TJ Maxx, and I thought a good way to basically keep track of what happens in 2013 is to have little slips of paper. You can tear it off of a lined piece of paper or whatever, just random little slips of paper. And what you can do is basically write down the things that make you happy. Like, let's say a boy texted you first, and that made you like super happy. So obviously it made you happy, so you're going to write it on a little piece of paper, and you're going to just fold it up and drop it in here. And it could also be that your parents gave you money because you did this chore, or you made them proud by doing something that they didn't really expect you to do, or anything like that. You can go ahead and write it on a slip of paper and put it in here as well. And by the end of 2013, or any year that you're going to want to do this, you can open it up and see how many little happy gifts that life gave you in the year of 2013. And I thought that was a really clever idea, so I decided that I wanted to share it with you guys if you haven't heard about it yet. So yeah, I'm going to do that this year. I think it'll be so much fun. Another little piece of advice is how to make money and save money. So making money is really tough on kids that are in the country and they don't really have a place where they can work. It's basically, it involves being like where you live, what kind of job you can get. So if you live more in the city, you can go to an actual like gas station and help them work, or if it's just like a small little town and they have like a little store that sells candies, you can ask if you can work there. You can do different things like that. If you live more in the suburbs place, basically mowing lawns, like, and then doing the papers, or babysitting. Babysitting is like a really big one that you can definitely get money off of if you're able to do that. So yeah. And let's see what else. You could do like the newspaper thing. Did I already say that? I don't know. But you could do the newspaper thing, you know, where you're riding the bike and then you throw the newspaper into people's yards, morning newspaper. That one's a really, really tough one though, because you have to, there's the rain, you have to go to school and it's early in the morning, so you definitely have to think about that one if you really want to do it or not. Has the pros and cons to it. It has good money though. But yeah, and ways to save money. Oh wait, no. The country, you could do chores. Like you could help out with the horses and the cows. You could feed them. You could rake the hay, rake the leaves, pick up walnuts. Picking up walnuts is really fun. Like, I pretend I'm like Easter egg hunting, and each and every walnut counts because you get money for it. Like, for how many pounds you get money for it, which is really awesome. This year we only got $6. Last year we got like 200, which was really bad this year because we didn't have any walnuts fall, which was really upsetting, but whatever. Anyways, so ways to save money is you can have like a little notepad that you could use as a money tracker or like a money journal. So this is just the one that I have. I got it from Walmart like a long time ago and I've never really used it. It's by the brand Studio C. And what I really like about being able to keep track of your money is that you can write down things in here like how much money you have, like in your piggy bank or wherever you keep it, how much money you have. So let's say I have a total of $250. And then you could, if you're saving money for a certain thing, you could, like, let's say, if I'm saving money up for clothes and to see if I can dye my hair because my parents said that I had to pay for it if I wanted to dye my hair, but I'm saving money for that, and you know, you could put down the approximate amount of money that you want to buy clothes or buy an iPod, a bike, or a new, if you want to decorate your room. It basically comes down to how much you're willing to spend for something and how much something actually does cost. So put it in a journal, and also this is a great way because let's say your brother owes you money because they borrowed $15 from you last week and they haven't given it back. Well, you can write that in here whenever they do borrow money, and then you can show it to them and say, dude, you owe me $15 from like last Tuesday. You better give that to me. So, you know, you can keep track of the people who do owe you. If they say they're going to borrow your money, that means that they do have to give it back because it's borrowing, not having, by the way. So, yeah, that's a really, really nice way to keep track of things. I hope that kind of helped you out or gave you a little idea. Another thing is set your goals straight. A lot of people have a problem sometimes with what goals are, and there is a goal like, oh, I want this boy to like me and my goal is to get him to ask me out. Keep in mind that you have to keep your standards straight, and that's also another one. You have to set your standards straight because there will be boys, there will be school. Apparently, you think that boys are more important because you want them to like you and you're doing everything in your power to get them to like you. Well, sometimes it can't be that way because you're so young, you're younger, and I know that I'm young and I'm talking to probably older viewers, but this is like one of those like really, really weird experiences that I've had one time. You have to keep track of your other things in life too. You can't make everything about boys. I know boys are amazing and you want them to be so close to you and you want to spend the most time you can with them because they're your boyfriend. But it comes to a time where you can't always spend time with that guy or with your boyfriend because you have family that you want to spend time with, even though sometimes they can get really annoying. You have school, which you definitely need to work hard for. It's one of the things that I've been working hard for ever since I was little, because I knew ever since I was little I was going to go to college and I was going to get a good education. But I've been keeping up with these boys lately, and it's basically that time of your life, teenager, when you start being a teenager. I am 14, so I know I might look younger or whatever, but yeah, I am 14. Anyways, but you got to keep thinking of the other things you have in life that you have to cherish while you're still young, and not keep up with getting older and older and having a boyfriend and stuff. Don't get too serious, and just talk to him about it if you feel that you want to spend more time with your family or spend more time studying for a certain test because you don't want to fail school or anything like that. I'm sure they will understand if they are a good boyfriend at least. And then another thing is, I do this, it's sort of weird, you're like, oh my gosh, you write in your little diary. I know, I do, but I prefer to call it a journal. So this one is actually a super cute one that I got from TJ Maxx. It was only like $5. It's so cute. Anyways, and in here I basically write down, I've had this since last Christmas, and I write down just a couple things that happened throughout the day, and whenever I read back through it, it just reminds me of how uncomfortable I was with myself and how I didn't really make myself happy because I wanted to make other people like me and stuff. So it's good to write down the things you have now, especially in this certain time of your life, because you might not remember how happy you were or how sad you were whenever you were 14 or whatever. So I know, it's really weird, but yeah. Next tip is to keep Post-it notes and write down things like bring a snack for science because it's snack day or whatever, or give the present to Cynthia because it's her birthday, or it's a late Christmas present. And you can put these up on like a bulletin board or the back of your door. The reason why I'm pointing over here is because that's my door. But anyways, yeah, you can stick those on the back of your door, and right whenever you're leaving your room, you can quickly skim through it and see if you forgot anything. And then the last thing that I do want to talk about is plan out your whole day. Just probably in the morning, you wake up and you're just sitting there doing nothing. And that's usually whenever I plan out my whole day. So maybe it could be like a really slow, boring day and nothing's really going on except for school, and then you go home, and then you do your chores, and then you go to bed. That's usually how my days go. But there are times when I have doctor appointments, exams, tests, I have a family event, after-school activities, like you can have choir, student council, band, you have to go to a practice or an audition that you have to go to, and you got to plan out like who's your ride and stuff, unless you can already drive. So yeah, that was basically everything, and I'm kind of proud of myself for putting that all together for you guys. I hope this helped, and I hope you guys have a great day and a great 2013. I know I'm going to have a great one because I enjoy making YouTube videos for you guys. So if you want me to do any other kind of advice videos, please comment down below and tell me what kind, like boys, or how to be organized for school or family or anything like that, shopping, saving money, anything like that. So I'm going to be probably making another video depending on what time it is and stuff because I have to go somewhere. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Bye!